his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So that was an example of one of the many endings of the game, and like I said, there is quite a few depending on what... Come on, camera. There we go. Depending on what you actually decide to do.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So let's follow directions this time around. Here we are. Let's head on down.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, it changes?
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you, take it out passively aggressively on other coworkers, resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Sounds about right.
Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. Sounds like high school all over again.
You are a graphic artist, so you would actually know.
Yeah.
What do people want? Things.
Money.
Happy feelings. Mike James, you are fired. Money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. Profits, 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 profit. Wait a second.
Profits.
One of these profits is not like the other. I love this game since well, I'm not sure whether or not I want to call it a game, but again, we'll discuss that later.
What's in the back wall? Hold on, turn around.
This definitely has a large degree of amusement. Meeting room, floor 4XX. Group cabal planning. This is kind of
Office
weird.
party.
Question mark, exclamation point, office party.
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager.
Wow, this place is pretty posh if they have a whiteboard manager.
Right?
Who moved my desk?
Please keep the targets on the topic.
A blurred message. Employee Jim. Alright, let's get moving. Let's continue pushing the story along, shall we?
Broom closet.
Can we open the broom closet?
Oh.
Yes, we can open the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
But what if I don't want to? How about that? Deal with that.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
You don't know us, Kevin! You don't know us!
It's really cool that you can do things like this. You can just test the narrator and look around and look for alternative paths.
At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Fuck all.
Oh my god!
Nice.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some...
I'm in the closet.
I'm dancing in the closet, Kevin.
Confused.
I'm dancing in the closet, Kevin. That's what I'm doing.
You don't know us.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
And the reason, and you not mentioning it is the exact reason why I came in here,
Maybe
Kevin.
to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite."
I love the exclamation point 1XD. It's
Stanley
worth playing
was fat and
with
ugly
this.
and really stupid. He probably
What?
It's worth playing with this, playing this with subtitles on just to see things like that.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I am not, you bastard.
That's something you haven't
Well, I've
told
come
me.
to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this
What?
broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation
I'm
like
right
this,
here, Kevin.
The responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone
Kevin.
who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer.
There is the problem between the keyboard and the chair. Please remove it.
Video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. Right, when you've done that,
I am
just step out into the
sincerely in
hallway.
love with this game.
Well, joke's on you, Kevin. I'm wearing headphones, so nobody but me and Azilie heard that. But the question is there more? Is there any more?
I think he's angry with us.
It's entirely possible that there could be more. But then again, there might not be. The question is, how long are you willing to wait around? I'm not willing to wait around too much longer. So, open the door, get on the floor, and let's walk the dinosaur.
Ah,
Really?
second player.
Yes.
Good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
You would be
Coming to a
wrong,
staircase,
sir.
Stanley walked
Okay, let's
upstairs
go
to his
downstairs.
boss's office.
But, see, going upstairs sounds like a lot of work, actually walking up steps. So let's go downstairs. Can I open this? Nope. Ooh, this is kind of creepy. I like it.
I don't like it.
Anything under here? No?
Not just boxes.
Nope. Gotta try to find all the secrets.
But Stanley
car.
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy...
How the hell
why
did this
take
car
that
get in here?
risk? All because he believed
That might be a
everyone
lift.
had vanished. His boss
That
would
does
think
not
he
look
was
large
crazy.
enough for a
And
car.
then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this
This
all
game is
too
too
strange.
self-aware.
can't be
This is
real.
creepy.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
What the butts?
What a relief
What?
Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually
Just
gone.
change again?
He wasn't going to lose his job.
No,
he
we're
wasn't
not.
These
crazy
rooms
after
are
all.
repeating.
And he thought to himself, I suppose
Out
when
of
I wake up
sequence,
soon, I'll have to go
but
back
they
to
are
my
repeating.
boring real-life job pushing
What?
buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to
Demented
gently
forward
float above the
Euclidean
ground.
What the-
geometry. Oh my god!
Then he imagined himself
Wait,
soaring through
why-
space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It
Ah!
was fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
This
How
is
was he
awesome.
remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course,
What happens
this
if we
was
went
not a
backwards?
dream. How could
Turn
it
around.
be? Was
The
Stanley
doors have
simply
been
deceiving
shutting.
himself, believing
So-
that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley
This guy
as
is on a
awake right now
long
as he's never been
narration.
in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock.
Oh
to
my
Stanley.
god.
After all,
Can we
he
get
knew
in the
for
car?
certain, beyond a doubt, that
don't
this
know.
was in fact a dream? Did the voice not see
Can't do
him
anything
float
with
amid the
this.
magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he
This
closed his
game
eyes
is
gently,
just fucking with
and he
me.
invited himself to wake up.
Oh, what
He
the...
felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
This sounds like Reaper
I
indoctrination.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ah, god damn it.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real.
Oh, what
I
the
must be
hell's
real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
What?
Yep, that sounds about right.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
You only
This
was
game
comforting to think.
likes
Oh my God.
to
And
fuck
in a
with
certain
you.
way, seeing this man made her feel better.
There's some
Then she remembered the
philosophical shit
meeting she
going
had
on here
scheduled
that's just
for
like,
that day.
what?
The very important people
What?
whose impressions
The
of her
entire
would
point
affect
of
her
this game
career,
is to just
and by
question
extension, the
expectations.
rest of
It's to
her life.
question
She had no time
how
for
you
this,
think
so
and
it was
what
only a
to
moment that she stood
expect
there,
while playing
staring
something
down
or
the
when
body.
doing something.
And then she turned
It
and
makes
ran.
you think that one thing's gonna happen and then throws a curveball at you, that's a very good example. That
That was
entire
definitely not
ending
what we were expecting.
was specifically made to just make you question, just question reality. So it's really
Question
interesting.
reality, you were questioning
All of
your
his co-workers
existence. It's
were
like,
gone. What could it mean?
And it just starts
Stanley
exactly
sat
where it
in the
was.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
nothing
missed
ever
a memo.
happened.
Ah, there we go. Okay,
Oh boy.
so that was one ending. Let's move on to another. Probably just gonna have time to do two more.